Welcome back to TraceTalk, your go-to segment on Traceability TV that dives deep into the world of traceability and safety concerns. As always, I'm your host, Miriam Munyoki, and today I have a very special guest with me from Murang'a County. We're excited to discuss Murang'a County's new partnership with GS1 Kenya, where they focus on enhancing agricultural practices and traceability within the region. Remember, we trace it, we trust it. Thank you so much for joining us. Kindly tell us what you do and how you do it, why you do it.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Kiringai Kamau. I'm the CEC member for devolution and external linkages involving coordination of both the national and internal departments of the government of Murang'a, and the collaborative engagement with the institutions that are outside the county, like GS1, looking at how the collaboration can be helpful to the community in Murang'a to increase the wealth that we generate from our activities in the county.
Okay, thank you. So you've just told us that you're having a partnership with GS1. Can you tell us more about the partnership between GS1 and Murang'a County, and what are your main objectives and goals? What do you aim to achieve from this partnership?
This partnership is mooted on a contract, on a contractual MOU that was signed between the Global Open Data for Agriculture and Nutrition, which is based in Murang'a. And the agenda of the collaboration was to look at how do we help capture data associated with farmers and link that to the market. We did not have the traceability platform to achieve that. And when we actually were looking at how do we get the products produced from value-added products in coffee and other value-added products of the commodities grown in Murang'a, like avocado, we came to realize that the solution is in GS1. And we started that relationship by identifying how can we identify markets for Murang'a commodities to be traded globally. And GS1 came with a request for our coffee to be sold in Sweden, and we have now gotten into an agreement that this is going to be delivered through the Shamba Econet from GS1 and the Golden iFood SOS. So we are looking at the possibilities of now how we can deepen that by ensuring that produce of Murang'a lands into foreign markets, and we can deepen that by looking at how do we also integrate the wider government machinery so that the embassies in foreign countries can actually use the platforms that we are evolving so that our foods and value-added products are available in foreign countries using the collaboration that we are establishing.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. So on the aspect of traceability, how will this partnership benefit local farmers and the agricultural sector in Murang'a County?
The Murang'a County is the first county government to have established a policy on agroecology and a law abiding the same. One of the things that we want to do is to use the Agroecology Act in Murang'a so that it can guide the organic food production and make the farmers gain from premium pricing using some of the outlets that we want to establish with markets and consumers. So we have the possibility of achieving this by using the traceability dimension that is coming because some farmers will want foods that are coming from particular areas, because the flavor of foods and the sweetness of fruits, for instance, depends on where it is grown. If you grow your fruits in places with high intensity of heat, the heat units converts as sugar. So some people like very sweet fruits, others not. That traceability is important. It is the same even with coffee. Soils have different flavors of the coffee depending on the zones where the coffee is grown. So, and it is the same case even with tea and every other commodity. So it is very important to have a traceability dimension so that when you actually show the source of a commodity, anybody can actually say that I want that that is coming from this region and not any other region.
Okay, well, you mentioned technologies. What specific technologies or systems will be implemented to improve traceability and transparency in agricultural products?
We are talking of localization. We are talking of geospatial mapping. We are talking about the capacity to train farmers so that they can address the value of using some inputs and not others. So these are the technologies that we are talking about that will help the farmer and earn more from the market because there is a traceability dimension integrated into what they are producing.
Okay, let's go into some challenges because we all face challenges. What challenges do you foresee in implementing these traceability systems and how do you plan to overcome them?
Well, the biggest challenge when you are implementing a technology in rural areas is how do you start engaging the farmer? And the knowledge, particularly on digital dimensions, when the average age of a farmer is 60 years, it becomes a challenge. And so training an old farmer is very difficult. So we are going to rely on the programs that have been created by the national government on creating youth agripreneurs. We train them as local trainers, and then they will be the ones that will be delivering the technology to the producers and then enforcing the reality of the traceability dimension.
Okay, so how will this partnership contribute to sustainability and environmental stewardship in Murang'a County?
The critical dimensions in environmental stewardship is ensuring that whatever is growing in a particular region that contributes to environmental caring for the environment is captured using now the geospatial dimensions, integrating the technology that we have of ground truthing using the satellite infrastructure. And we have a collaboration already established between Murang'a County and the Kenya Space Agency. So we will actually be able to map which crops can facilitate better environmental care and climate resilience using the technologies that our partners are bringing together and integrating that into the GS1 Gordon platform that is actually emerging now.
Okay, so what role will local communities and farmers play in ensuring the success of this partnership? What do you require from the farmers?
And they need to join an aggregation organization that is a cooperative from where the training can be done. We need them to also invest so that share-based institutions are created at the grassroots so that we can have, if it is technology that will be needed by those extensionists or the agripreneurs that we are talking about, whatever is needed to house them within the locality, if it is computers or an ICT hub, GS1 and Gordon and the county government cannot actually be expected to create this. So it will be an asset, it will be an investment of the community. So we are looking at the possibilities of how they can come together and invest in that infrastructure, and we can help them maintain the standards of learning that using the collaboration that we have as a service providers that they don't have to pay for, and is one that is going to be facilitated through the earnings that they get from the market using the consumers that GS1 platform of linking with GS1 centers across the world bring to bear.
Okay, so looking ahead, what are the long-term benefits or outcomes you hope to achieve through this collaboration? The
long-term collaboration is one, we hope to demonstrate that it is possible to have young people employed at the local level using those ICT hubs that will now be using the technology that we are evolving, and they will use that one, and earnings that are generated from the consumer that the GS1 system across the world is bringing, so that our markets are paying higher premiums of what they source from the farmers, and a small deduction to actually run this infrastructure can be integrated into the costing, so that farmers get better prices than what they are getting from the intermediaries that or the so-called brokers that come into the market today. So we feel that there is opportunity to actually gain sustainability when farmers are assured that there is better prices that are coming from trading through the platform that this joint collaboration is actually going to be bringing to them.
Okay, so when can we see all this getting implemented in Murang'a County?
You expect to see this implemented in a period of not more than 1 month from now. Mm-hmm. We have sat together, we have agreed on milestones that will be met by the development teams from the two heads, Gordon representing the Murang'a County and the GS1 representing the world. And we hope that the teams that have committed to delivering that platform will actually do that, so that it can be launched not later than August by the institutions that we actually are going to call as stakeholders. That is the national government and the governor of Murang'a County, studying and telling the world that Murang'a farmers are now connected to global markets.
Okay, so as we wrap up, do you have one last parting shot for the viewers at home?
For the viewers at home, my desire is to embrace technology in their thinking of what can transform agriculture. But you cannot invest in technology alone. You need to come together with others. That is why the government program on National Agricultural Value Chains Development Program, NAVCDP, is proposing that young agripreneurs, people who have learned agriculture, can be trained to become advisors to farmers, all anchored from one center. And we believe that farmers will find those in the local youths from their own localities, and investing in aggregation centers within their own local cooperatives. And we want to advise everyone in whatever local area that this facility will actually be implemented to come in and buy shares. Now, every success that is gained from this is going to be available on Traceability TV, and we'd like them to actually always tune to Traceability TV so that they can actually be watching what we are achieving every week, every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that nice shout out, and you had it. Murang'a County is making incredible steps with GS1 Kenya to enhance traceability, sustainability, and community engagement, and it will all be here on Traceability TV. So remember, we trace it, we trust it. Thank you.
Traceability TV. We trace it, you trust it.